And what if I told you that the only way to success in life or build a company is actually to fail?
Man, it's like good enough, so you gotta be great, and I'ma do whatever it takes, doing what I love in life, and I'll pay the price, and not stopping even if the shit kills me, even if it kills me.
Hi guys, and welcome to MattGron Talks. This is episode 181, and my name is Mattias Gronborg, aka MattGron, and here I share my scale-up journey building my company from nothing to something. Of course, with me as usual, my dear friend and co-host, Svea-Malina Lanchoff, guys. Welcome, everyone. How are you doing, Svea?
Hi, Mattias. I'm doing great. New week, new energy. I actually kind of like Mondays. And also this week, I actually have something I'm really looking forward to. A friend just invited me over to visit her in Turkey, in Istanbul. I've never been there. And it was very spontaneous. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday this week. So I love that when you have something to look forward to. I usually always have something, coming up that, I think that lifts the mood. So welcome to MattGron Talks 181 already. Can't believe it. Almost 200 soon. This is where entrepreneurship runs smack into reality. And we smack into reality 3 times every week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And we have different topics depending on the day. And Mattias has the framework for you.
Yes, we have a framework for you guys. Welcome all the newcomers. And every Monday, which is today, we talk about self-development, and I share my journey growing as a human being and a leader. And every Wednesday, we talk about all the things I'm learning in the entrepreneurial process, scaling up my company. And then every Friday, we talk about all the things I have learned during the week, the things I could have done differently, and we are also celebrating the victories. So that's the framework in a nutshell.
Thank you.
What do we have for today's episode, Svea?
So, you just said Fridays you talk about, your week and your self-inventory. And last Friday, last episode, you shared something interesting.
Mm-hmm.
You shared about, being a leader, that you have kind of like 3 different roles that you have to, go back and forth in between. And that's the coach, the instructor, and the mentor. And that actually, when we were done recording and I thought about it, I had some more questions. And I thought, why not put them into a Monday episode where we talk about leadership and self-development anyways? And my topic for today is kind of connected to that, the mentor role, and when to know when to help others and when not to help, or, let them do their own thing and figure it out themselves. So first of all, I would like to ask you, how often does it actually happen that people come to you directly and ask for your help?
Yeah, I mean, it happens. But I think the most important here is to understand the difference between feedback and please, can you help me?
Okay, what is that?
Because I think if you're in action and you are executing and you're actually playing the game, you could ask for feedback. What could I improve here? Is there anything I could have done differently? Mm-hmm. And when people come and ask for help, it's more of it's more in a way like, okay, can you please help me do this?
Yeah,
and that
understand.
means you're actually doing someone else's job. I think that was my point in the Friday episode, that I need to understand. I need to make sure in my role as a leader that I'm on the right side of the line during game time.
Yeah.
Because if we look, if I'm the coach in a soccer coach, I'm the coach. I'm on the sideline. I'm coaching people, but they are playing.
Yeah.
And the reason why I could, be there or be in the locker room and actually mentoring people is because I have played soccer myself, and that means I have, practical, emotional understanding of the game.
Yeah.
And then during, training sessions, I can instruct people, okay, this is the, look at me, this is the best way you do it here.
Yeah.
So And I think that perspective is so important when we talk about feedback versus help.
Yeah, thank you for
So,
explaining that. That's
yeah.
another thing I didn't think about it in that way, but that's very true. I also feel if you want help, then you kind of go, when we continue with your soccer game here, you kind of go onto the soccer field and play for them, and feedback is something that happens afterwards. They have done their thing, they have done their job, and maybe they haven't done everything perfectly, but they come to you, or you come to them, and then you give them tips to improve. And I think that that's very important that you pointed out. Thank you.
And I think we should have said ice hockey though, because I have no
not that much knowledge about soccer, but more ice hockey, right?
Yeah, exactly. Some big problem for me to actually mentoring people around soccer.
Okay.
I think okay, but it works.
I get the point. Thank you.
The example works. You get the point. Yes.
And actually, you said that it happens sometimes that people come to you, and you've been growing the company quite a lot in the last decade, and is that something, people coming to you, is that something that becomes more or less when the company grows?
I'm still operating the business. I'm the CEO, so there is still people reporting to me. So, people come to me, of course, and that's a part of the game. So, but of course, today we also have managers who are responsible for their own team. So they take care of that part. So. And that's nice. Like, everyone is not coming to me today, and I think that's a great sign of
successfully
a growing business. Successful delegating.
Because
we could say that
when I prepared for today in the
that's a victory.
True. Double victory.
Oh, it's like a Monday episode. But
we can celebrate anyway, any day.
We can celebrate every Monday. Yeah, that's true.
But when I thought about the question for today, I was actually thinking, interesting. I'm wondering if, the company is growing, there are more people, so potentially more people that will come to you. But also, I know you have team leads by now, and, people taking care of their own groups. And but interesting that you say that is kind of what I expected. That probably people are talking now to their team leads, maybe before they come to you. But I think you're also, like a CEO, like you said, you are actually at the office. You are there with everyone else, and you are, walking by everyone. So I think it's also just about you as a person. I think you are just very approachable, and people maybe also are just, hey, Mattias, can you just quickly look at this or something? I can imagine without being at the office like every day, but I get the idea. I think you're very practical and always kind of present for the other. So I feel it's not that big of a step to go to the CEO at Aigumon, because I feel you're very close to everyone, which is a good thing. That was a compliment.
Okay.
But
thank you, Svea.
Of course. And now to the more, we were talking after all about leadership, self-development here. And you said that, you're naturally someone who likes to help people, and often, end up more on the instructor side or the coach side. And you try more to be like a mentor. Maybe you could talk a bit about how do you know when to help someone, actually help someone, and when to, let them try themselves, and maybe also fail when they do that. Do you have any magic tricks here?
I think that's a really good question, Svea. Let's play with it a little bit. I want to play helping versus failing here, because, I'm a huge believer in trying, all right? So let's talk about failure. Why should you fail more? Why should we as a team fail more? Why is failure a part of the learning process? What would happen with Aigumon if we set out to fail more? What would happen with your skill set if you failed more? What would happen tomorrow if you woke up and suddenly felt that failing is the same as success?
Interesting.
How would that impact Igomon's bottom line? How would that actually impact your happiness in life? How would failure make you feel even stronger? What if failure was a part of you actually achieve your next big thing? What if failure is the gateway for a breakthrough in life? And what if I told you that the only way to success in life or build a company is actually to fail? What if?
You know what? I was actually trying to answer the questions in my mind while you asked them what would happen, why are we so afraid to fail? I think when I think about my personal background and like failing, I feel like from early on when you go to school, you get your grades and you have to pass everything in order to, get to the next grade or, finish your school, get your exams, And I feel it's something early on we are trained to do. You cannot fail. Failing is a bad thing. Like it means you're not smart enough. You're not good enough. And I think what you just said makes a lot of sense, that you shouldn't be afraid to do that. If you just put all this aside, like what you have trained and conditioned to believe, put all this aside and actually think about it. I heard a good sentence. I don't remember exactly how it was, but it was something like, if you're failing, that just means that you are doing something you have never done before. And that's a good thing. And I'm a photographer. It's what I love doing. When I started out, I took crappy photos. Like they were too dark. They were out of focus. Everything looked like crap. But I failed and failed and failed. And then I learned the next time, okay, I have to change this. I have to do that. And look, and now this is what I'm doing. Like, I love this. And I'm really good at this. I became an expert in this. And I think now I'm like continuing the TED Talk here. I think we're like on a good wave right now. We're getting somewhere. But yeah, it makes so much sense that failing is a part of it, and it is something that you need to do. If you don't fail, then it just means you do the same thing over and over and over and you don't develop. And I think this is kind of what I hear when you said that. Failure is just a part of it and it's nothing to be afraid of. And that gave me a lot of courage to fail more, actually, that you said that. Like, it's not that negative thing that I think we all make it in our head. I feel it's this big feeling connected to I'm not good enough, I'm stupid, like I'm not doing things right, You're smiling there at me. Am I on the right track here?
Yeah, you are. I think so.
Great. Glad I could contribute
I was amazed about your the shift in your energy. I was
yeah, it's contagious. You were like
I was spitting out some questions there. I felt that there were questions boiling in my inside of me, and not sure how they came out, but my point was actually that I think that helping and help, like we were talking about help and or failing. I think like failure, it's a part of the process.
Yeah.
Like if you want to learn and if you want people to become independent and actually be able to mastering something, and you were talking about photography there, and I think it was a really good example.
Yeah, your energy was contagious there. Like it really,
yes.
Yeah, you were like, I don't know, like came over here all the way to Augustbergia. No, but that was really nice. I love when we sometimes have these, deep conversations that no one could foresee, and then we're getting somewhere. Yeah, that was fun. Thank you for sharing that, and telling us how it is to like navigate the different roles and decide what to do and how to deal with people asking for help, giving feedback. Still love your sports example there. That was great. And I would say that's a wrap for our Monday episode. Like, if you guys liked our ending here and you have anything to say to that or contribute, then please leave it down in the comments. I would love to hear from you, and I'm sure Mattias too. And also, if you have any ideas for future episodes, don't be shy, reach out to us, and please subscribe to the channel and like this video if you like what we're doing. And I hope to see you in the next one. Thank you, Mattias.
Okay. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one. Please subscribe, leave a comment, and
Ring the bell.
that would make our day.
Bye-bye.